Scary animal encounters caught on camera.
This is gonna be the best night ever!
Number 1. Thai man telepathically stops a charging elephant. Despite being the largest living land animal, elephants are known as very friendly and soft-hearted creatures, which basically makes them the dogs of the jungle. However, the elephant in this video doesn't seem to be too friendly.
What? Oh, no!
As you can see, the video starts off completely fine as the Thai man with the camera and the elephant stare intently at each other. All of a sudden, a wave of the arm by the guy triggered the massive beast as it came rushing towards the man. Any normal person would feel their gut in their throat, but the man stands still as if he had accepted fate.
You unbelievable bastard!
However, in a sudden twist of events, the man makes a stopping gesture with his hand, which surprisingly calms down the elephant to a stop as the beast gasps and turns away. Is he the elephant tamer, or was it just his confidence that scared the animal away? Whatever he is, the giggle at the end confirms that whatever he did wasn't just a fluke. Number 2. Leopard takes a sniff of Taurus shoe. There's no better way to get close to wildlife without risking your life than going on a safari. However, this man enjoying a safari in Botswana would rather recommend you to visit a zoo or just watch the television.
Oh, dude. Sweet.
In this clip, it seems like the guide stopped the buggy near a leopard for the tourist to get a closer look. However, the leopard got dangerously close to the vehicle, and it was too late to escape.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh.
Unfortunately, the vehicle was open from all sides, and there was nothing the man could do as the wildcat kept approaching. The leopard got curious about the man's shoe and kept poking and sniffing it for a while, just like a house cat would. The only difference is the giant cat was capable of ripping the man apart in seconds. The leopard scratched the man's leg, after which it started to lose interest. However, the leopard started to get curious about the Taurus shoe once again and approached the man for a second time.
He's completely helpless. He's like a baby in a straitjacket.
There was nothing the helpless man could do other than sit still and try to avoid intimidating the wild animal. This time, the explorer decided to take a bite of the shoe, at which point the buggy driver decided it was getting too dangerous. He turned on the engine of the vehicle, the sound of which scared the leopard away.
He's got my shoe.
Number 3. Rhino charges car. With their long forehead horns and thick skin, rhinos are probably the closest living animal there are that resemble the long-extinct dinosaurs. This makes these animals a sight to see, and South Africa's Kruger National Park offers the opportunity for its visitors to experience these beastly animals.
It's a great opportunity.
As you can see in this video, a mini truck full of tourists is stopped at the side of the road, while a massive rhino seems to be staring them down. Even though the wild creature doesn't seem to pose any kind of threat the entire time,
they will shudder and know my greatness.
It goes mad once the tourists start to drive away. The rhino comes rushing towards the vehicle, which manages to speed up and escape. The same thing occurs with another car that also manages to narrowly escape and drive away as the rhino comes charging from the side of the road.
Oh shit!
Even though rhinos have the strength to overturn the car upside down. Luckily for tourists, it does not have the speed to catch up to them. It doesn't seem clear why the rhino lost his nerve, but it was surely using the tourist cars as his punching bag to blow off some steam. Number 4. Hyena approaches vehicle. Hyenas are one of the very few animals that sit at the top of the food chain alongside lions, but unlike lions who hunt down their prey for food, hyenas tend to target the easiest prey, a trait for which they are often heavily underestimated. In the video, we can see a man in an open vehicle in Africa who seemed to have stopped to see a hyena.
That's pretty darn cool in my book.
You can figure from this video that the man isn't scared at all of the hyena, as it does not have the reputation that a lion does. But in reality, while these animals do not normally attack humans, they are more than capable of causing serious harm, as they are both strong and smart animals. The hyena closes in slowly and cautiously towards the car and starts to investigate the stationary vehicle. The hyena gets distracted by the phone in the man's hand, which he was using to record the animal.
This is actually pretty distracting.
It gets interested in the alien device and starts approaching the man. It takes a sniff of the man's hand, who was brave enough to let the hyena do it without panicking and fleeing away. In the end, the hyena did not harm anyone, and the man unknowingly was fortunate enough to live another day.
It's a miracle!
Number 5. Humpback whale shows off his skills. Humpback whales are one of the largest and most fascinating creatures living in the aquatic habitat. Despite its massive size and strength, the whale has a positive reputation for being playful creatures, just as you will see in this video shortly. Here, a group of tourists on board a sightseeing boat seems to be cruising across the water while watching the wonderful scenery around them. Out of nowhere, a massive humpback whale jumped out of the water and dove back in while doing a lateral spin to show off his diving skills to the visitors. The notorious whale decided to display his performance just a few feet away from the boat, splashing water into the tourists and drenching them. As scary as it was, the experience was also a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the visitors, and an adventure for them to never a sigh of relief. Number 7. Bear bites man's leg as a warning. If you have ever watched BBC Earth, you must be familiar with the face of their Scottish host, Gordon Buchanan.
Oh my god.
I know, that's the guy from the catamaran commercial.
Who often appears on the wildlife shows. Just like he does with many wild animals, you can see him casually hanging out with a bear cub and her mother. At first, it seems like the mother bear is cool with him as she delightfully eats the grapes off of Gordon's hands. While she munches on the fruits, Gordon reaches his arm out towards the cub who was playing on the other side. He was attempting to gain the trust of the baby bear and was expressing how delighted he was to touch the cub's nose for the first time. However, he failed to notice how nervous the mother bear was getting as he kept approaching her kid. To Gordon's surprise, the mother bear sticks her sharp teeth in Gordon's leg. Anyone would have freaked out and intimidated the bear, which was capable of lifting over 500 kilograms. But Gordon calmly got up as he understood that the bite wasn't anything personal.
Be decisive, be careful, but be quick.
But just a warning sign. However, he seemed to be disappointed about how the mother flipped on him right after he fed her with grapes. After all, life isn't completely fair to everyone, is it? Number 8. Elephant seal destroys cars. Whenever you see a sign on the road, no matter how stupid it might sound, make sure to abide by it, or you might end up regretting it just like these drivers do.
And you will regret it.
The driver of this car decided to park his vehicle in the Bay Area, overlooking the warning signs that alert the drivers of their vehicles getting destroyed by a seal. The gigantic elephant seal, who seemed to be frustrated by the people not taking him seriously, came out of the water to take matters into his own hands. Or should we say body. He approached the parked car and kept slamming its massive body repeatedly onto the car, determined to do some serious damage and establish his dominance in his territory.
Oh, this is horribly freaky. You really want to see this?
The giant creature kept hitting the car without stopping till it got tired, after which it decided to get back to the water. According to the locals, this wasn't the first time the elephant seal went berserk, thus the warning signs. Number 9. Cheetah invades a safari car. Imagine spending a day casually hanging out with the fastest land animals in the world.
My day just got a whole hell of a lot better.
This is exactly what a group of tourists got to experience at the Masai Mara Safari Experience in Kenya. They were traveling around in their mini truck when they stumbled upon a pack of cheetahs. Even though the smart thing for anyone to do would be to keep driving and avoid an encounter, they decided to stop to take a closer look at these animals.
Oh, Jesus.
Surprisingly, the group of cheetahs was extremely friendly. Some of them climbed onto the roof of the car to take a nap, whilst another one entered the vehicle to meet the visitors. The tourists stayed calm as the cheetahs sniffed around looking for something interesting. After spending some time with the cheetahs, the driver decided to slowly drive away, during which time the animals decided to get off the vehicle and let the tourists be.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Number 10. Clingy orangutan takes hostage. Who wouldn't want to have an orangutan as a friend? But just like a human friend, an orangutan friend can also get too obsessed and clingy, and therefore get annoying.
Great balls of tinsel, you can be annoying sometimes.
That's exactly what happened to this female Canadian tourist who was being obsessed over by a female adult orangutan. Initially, you can see the monkey firmly grabbing onto the woman's hand and rubbing it against its own face, which looks like a gesture of affection. Everything seems good until now, and the woman seems to enjoy it until it was time to let go.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
The tourist was trying hard to pull her hand away, but the orangutan's grip was too firm to come out of. She even tried to push the animal's head away, but nothing seemed to be working. The nearby people tried to entice the orangutan using food, which the monkey was gladly enjoying with one hand while holding the woman by the other. There was also an offspring clinging onto the orangutan's body. It's no wonder where the infant inherited that trait from. The people kept giving food to the orangutan while also trying hard to release the woman's hand, but nothing seemed to be working. In this serious situation,
Oh, you ain't playing no games.
another companion of the orangutan who came to take part in the feast was so excited by all the food that he lost balance and fell down a steep slope, right on his head. Even though it gave everyone a good laugh, the situation was getting scarier at this point.
Mother of God.
As it seemed like the orangutan was thinking of taking the woman into the forest with her. After trying continuously for a few minutes, they were finally able to convince the orangutan to release the woman by baiting it using a bunch of food.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed our video.